G'day folks, welcome back to Tanto Monta. I'm partway through turn 4 and there has been a lot of activity. You may be able to see this massive French stack. Since the last recording, Maximilian arrived. He recaptured Milan, brought the French down a bit. The French invaded up on the northern coast of Spain there, captured a few locations, one strategic location. Ferdinand has been waging this war around Vicky. There's been a lot of back and forth. Ferdinand's rebuilt his forces now. The French have redeployed down here, so they're ready to go another round. Isabella has that's his Toro currently under siege. The Portuguese and the North African Muslims down here have just almost wiped each other out, but no one has the upper hand. It's just mass destruction on both sides. Meanwhile, the Portuguese continue to dominate their discoveries and they are racing ahead on VP. They're up to 36 now. They're picking up so many VP naval resources that it's now turn 4, and a victory condition of turn 4 onwards is if any power is 7 or more VP ahead, they win of anyone else. And so the French have actually had to focus playing a couple of victory point cards just to stay in the game. They've got a couple of options, or they've had options. They've been playing cards for VPs where possible and trying to grab a few quick, cheap VPs to stop the Portuguese racing too far out ahead. All right, so we're in turn 4. It's the Muslim turn. They have been waging this war against the Portuguese. They're down to 2 cavalry, 1 militia. They need some troops. They're going to play Sultanate of Fez to add 1 cavalry, 1 regular, and 2 militia to home spaces. And they're going to add that to Ibn Yahya's force, giving him a good, strong, mobile force against the Portuguese. They also advance their influence marker with a minor power by 1 level on any track other than the papacy. Let's advance. What do we want to grab? So we can grab Venice, which would be pretty cool. Yeah, let's what can I grab? I can grab this as well. Let's grab Genoa. Let's grab a point in Genoa, and then we will resolve another minor. So we'll resolve Venice. That basically means every power rolls a dice. Oh, God. Okay, so they get a 1. They get 3. 1, 2, 3. And the Spanish and the Portuguese get 6. But because the Spanish have fewer VPs, they will gain Venice. They already have Venice, so they retain Venice. Wow, the Spanish are pretty happy with that. They need it. They are way behind on VPs. Hey, Jeff, welcome. All right, so that is the Sultanate of Fez played. That's their home card done. All right, the Portuguese now are worried because they've built up and look, it's still pretty balanced. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But the cavalry will add 2 more dice, so 10 dice attacking. The Portuguese will be defending here with 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so they wouldn't mind getting a couple of militia. They can add 3 militia to unbesieged spaces they control with their home cards. It's not ideal. I'd much rather add the militias to home spaces and so forth, but we're going to add 3 Portuguese militia. How many do I have here? None. So we're going to add 3 Portuguese militia to any combination of unbesieged spaces that they control. All right, they're going to throw them all here in Tetuan and then take 2 CP of actions. All right, 2 CP of actions. 2 CB of actions. What we get? Oh, here we go. We have a house in Cape Town. We are going to settle it. Yet another Portuguese settlement. Yet another naval resource. Very nice. Portuguese are happy. So these resources, we were allowed to look at these, right? So we know what they are. We've got a regular to militia. These aren't great. Command points, good. Cavalry, command points. I will also point out, look at this warehouse. A regular, so the Portuguese can bolster their forces even further. In fact, we will. We'll spend, what do we got here? We'll spend 3 command points to boost that card, to add 3 militia to Quetta. All right, so the Portuguese have got a lot of forces around here. Okay, Spanish. And I think they outnumber the Muslims. Okay, the Spanish have been waging this war. Isabella definitely wants to lay siege to Toro up there. So we're going to have to play some cards to do that. Let's play Witchcraft for 4 ops. First op, Isabella is going to have a siege attempt. She has got 8 troops plus 1, 9 in a siege against the 3 Beltrayenos. That's 3 plus 1 for the leader, plus 1 for defending is 5. So 5 dice on defense. The first 4 will hit. I don't think it's any more than that. So it's 2 hits on the Portuguese, right? 2 hits. The Portuguese, what did I say? They're 8, 9. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 dice on attack. They're looking for 3. No, it's halved. Sorry. 8 halved to 4. Plus 1 for Isabella is 5. That is terrible. 1 hit. They take 1 casualty. Portuguese lose 2. And it has to be 1 militia, 1 regular. And they're going to struggle to make change here. And we're going to have to... Oh, this could be difficult. Yeah, this is going to be difficult. 2. We'll take those off, put them there. All right, so now. You're allowed to make change quite freely. I just struggle. There's 4 there. I can go 1, 2, 3, replace that with 4, place another one there. Sorry, this is just trying to, there's a 4 there, okay. Oh, poor Isabella. Move the camera out a bit. Struggling to make the change. I've got 3 1s and a 6. I've got a 4 there. I have to lose 1 militia and then 1 regular, which means he goes down to 5. I think this is going to hurt. All right, I'm going to have to kill off some of those militia just to make the change I need for Isabella. there's a valuable lesson learned here. They're regulars. About making sure you've got the change in troops. I didn't lose that many. I lost one militia by having to make change. I have managed to retain my sanity. Yeah, Steve. It's been really good. It's been very enjoyable. So that's just one Spanish shop. Now we're going to go. I forgot about. We still haven't resolved the Canary Islands. So one, they've got 4, 2, 3. Oh wait, 3, 4. All right, and we'll try and resolve that siege in a future turn. Spanish are done. We now go to the French. Notice this massive French stack. I don't know if you can see how tall that is, but there are a lot of French troops here. I don't know how many, but a lot. What do they want to do? Look, they've got they want to do some exploring. So we're going to play 3 ops. We're going to try to explore. They roll 2 dice on the Terra Incognita table. Oh, that's terrible. That's going to sink their ship. +1, instantly sunk. That's the second ship they've lost this turn. That's pretty terrible. Okay, we're going to set the French up for some piracy. Try and get some piracy VPs. So we'll go naval move. And then, because we have so many troops here, and we've got Tremoya here, we're going to go... okay, they're all Catalans. So we've got, this is our French stack. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Interesting. And Ferdinand is very good at intercepting. So the French are almost playing a defensive game here. All right, let's move down here. Let's try to move down into Tarragona here. Now, Ferdinand does not want the French to get anywhere, so he's going to try to intercept. The French have got some cavalry with them, so I think a 7... Oh, this could be close. So this is an interception attempt. And there's going to be some modifiers. Add 1 if there are more cavalry units in the intercepting formation. Subtract 1 if there are more cavalry units in the moving formation. Okay, well, the French have got 2, 3 cavalry units. Compared to, actually, Ferdinand has no cavalry. So it's going to be 7 plus 2 is 9, minus 1 is 8, and they just fail. So the French can move in here. Right, that's 1. For 2... they're going to place a control marker. Two. 1, 2. Okay. I could move down to Valencia. This would be super risky. Or I can just hold there. I might just hold there. Oh wait, I did 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's too many. So let me reconsider the card I play. Actually, we won't control it yet. We'll stay there with 3. All right, that's our 3 ops for that card. All right, back to the Muslim powers. And now the Portuguese are just being problematic, but we've got 3 cavalry, which will really help in a field battle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 versus 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Okay. So this war in Brittany, okay, the French is a foreign war that the French will have to fight. But the Muslims they have a kind of an informal agreement with the French. They're almost allied. The French are attacking the Spanish. The Nasrids are attacking the Spanish. So they don't want the Spanish to be let off. That said, there's not a lot else that I can do. We've got Charles, or Francis Charles. Let's play this. Let's play War in Brittany. Okay, place 5 Breton units. These are independents. France has moved 5 to 8 units from the map and 1 leader. So I've got Charles up here and he's sitting on 8 units. So let's put him in there with his 8 units. Spain may intervene by adding militias. Okay, Spain can add some militias. That's kind of tempting. But I think they'll resist. No, what the heck, we'll make it hard for the French. I'll add a militia there. Can't really throw too much in because there's so much going on. We'll just add one Spanish militia. That'll do. But now the Muslims get three CP to spend. 3 CP. And yes, I'm looking at the Portuguese here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus 2 for the cavalry is 10. Or I just engage in piracy and get some VP. I might just engage in piracy. I feel this situation with the Portuguese is just going back and forth. Piracy should be easy. All right, so let's engage in piracy. Let's spend 2 CP here to engage in piracy. Let's attack the Spanish. Okay. Now, I'm at war with Portugal, who's in an adjacent sea zone. So they will actually, it's 2 dice for naval units in the sea zone, which is none. 1 for each other naval unit of the targeted power or a power at war in a sea zone adjacent, which is these 2 Portuguese. And then 1 for each fortress controlled by the target power, which will be Cartagena, which is 3 dice. Hitting on a 5 or 6. Oh, that is 2 hits. That is 1 destroyed squadron. Now we add up the piracy dice. We only get 1 dice because we've only got 1 naval unit left. That's a 4, which is a miss. And that's unfortunate. We have engaged in piracy in this sea zone. That's kind of frustrating. Okay, but that is 2 ops. I've forgotten what card I was playing to do this. I might just play. Cavalry Pursuit for 2. What was I doing? Yeah, we'll play that. All right, the Portuguese. Oh, there's a quick victory point for a Beltorianus home key. That's pretty easy. I think we just go with that. A quick victory point. Let's play that. Victory point for the Portuguese. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 VPs ahead. 1 more, and they win it in this turn. So the Spanish are keen to reduce that. They are going to play 6 ops. All right, first one. Let's try and resolve this siege. The defenders, the Guanches, get 2 dice, hitting on 5 or 6. That's 1 hit. Actually, hold on. Before I do any of that, I want to try and get some units back. So I'm going to build 1 regular here. That's 2 ops. All right, let's track this. So 2 ops, I'm down to 4. Let's build a militia here. Now I'm down to 3, and what that does is it frees up some of my units that I desperately need elsewhere. So now I can attack, where was I? Here. 1 hit on the Spanish. They attack with 2 because it's a siege, and that's a failure. All right, so they're down to 3 regulars. 2 ops left. 2 ops left. Isabella. Isabella is going to continue her siege here. So the Beltalianos are going to defend with 2, 3, 4 dice. That's 1 hit on Isabella. She's attacking with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Halved is 3. Plus 1 for Isabella is 4. 2 hits. Oops. And that's all they had in there. So that is a successful siege. They are killed off. Isabella loses that militia, wins the siege, captures Pacheco, captures Toro. So the Portuguese lose a key and knock back a victory point. The Spanish go up a key. And this is a pretty important victory for Isabella because if you look at northwestern Spain, Lyon area, there's not a lot there. So having captured that key, it's only taken 4 turns. She's in a pretty good position now to wrap up a lot of this area. Portuguese don't have a lot of defences behind the lines. Might have to get Braganza moving. They have 1 op left, and look, they're going to I think move to lay siege to Braganza. I was looking at this Braganza when I said Braganza, but I noticed this fort is also called Braganza. So let's leave a garrison behind and let's move these guys into this siege. Yeah, that's a good one to go to. And that's our 6 ops. All right. French. They've now got a foreign war. So they're going to have to resolve that. Let's play Power of the Crown to do so. 5 ops. Let's wage this foreign war. We have got 8, 9, 10. No cavalry. Probably should have brought my cavalry over, but I didn't. So 10 dice. Only 2 hits. All right, so they'll lose those. 1 and 1 will make it. They defend with 4, 5, 6. 7 because they're defenders. Oh, and that is punishing. 4, 5 hits in fact, because 4s, if you're the defender and you are rolling 4 or more dice because you have regular units, you're second. So that's 5 hits on the French. Ouch. Okay, so we'll take off those 2. There we go. They can rebuild these. And they are down to 4. So it's now 3 French versus 4 Bretons. Okay, that didn't go as planned. 5. I'm going to bump up Alençon. That's 2. We're going to engage in some piracy. So we've got 5 ops, we've got 3 left. We're going to engage in some French piracy against this Aragonese fort down here. So I'm declaring these guys as the target. 2 dice for each power in the sea zone. Yeah, so none. One for each naval unit of the targeted power in a port. So there are 2 fleets here, so there's going to be 2 dice for the Spanish. And a dice for each fortress. So that's not a fortress. Spanish don't have any fortresses in this sea zone. So just 2 dice for the Spanish, hitting on 5 or 6, 1 hit, and that will take out a fleet. Oops, the fleet should go up there. So now we're rolling 2 dice. So it's half a hit, and 2 halves add to a total, but then you round up after resolving all hits. So I have more than 1 naval unit, or only 1 port of the targeted power. No, there's more than 1 port. So 2 dice, that's a hit. So I succeed. So now the Spanish decide piracy has succeeded. They can either eliminate one of their naval units, and I think that's what they're going to do. The Spanish have been very passive on the naval front. They're just going to say, no, you're not getting a victory point. You're not getting a card draw. We'll just eliminate one of our Spanish fleets. Okay. The French, what have they done? They've done 1, 2, that's their 3rd action, I think. 1, 2, no, hold on. That's 2 actions to do piracy. They should have 1 op left. 1 French operation, or 1 French CP. I think we need to start rebuilding our forces, so let's rebuild a militia we'll put it in Brittany. And I can build straight onto that foreign wall. That gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dice against 5. Okay, back to the Muslims. 2 cards left, and yeah, I'm looking at Alhama here. The Spanish have kind of moved off in different directions. So they're at war, but they're not down here. I could get a quick VP for control of Granada. Morocco uprising. It's not really needed because there's only 1 space, and I can just attack it. So I might just play this for combat. Actually, no. I'm going to save this and just play a quick VP for the Muslims. Start getting them up. They're not out of it yet. They're only 9 VP behind the Portuguese. Only 9. All right, the Portuguese now. Now, what was happening here? That's right, they're in trouble. Okay, we're going to play... Yeah, we're going to play this. It's a mandatory event, which has no effect because the Portuguese don't control these locations. So it's basically three ops for the Portuguese. And they're going to have to move out of here. 3, 4, 5. And they go 1, drop off a garrison. Drop off a garrison. 2, 3 into Coimbra. All right, so at least they're defending their keys in the north. It's kind of leaving the Belstayanos a bit vulnerable. They've got a decent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not great, but it'll have to do. So this is where Isabella's victory finally in the north puts that pressure on the Portuguese. All right, the Spanish are going to respond. Isabella is excited. She can add 5 units. So what's she got here? 1, 2, 3, 4. She definitely needs some more units. That's oh boy. Let's just play 4 ops. Yeah, let's play 4 ops because I want to resolve a couple of things. Isabella's Siege. The defender's rolling 2 dice. That's going to hurt. That's going to cause 2 hits on her pretty weak force. She gets to roll 2, 3 in response. That's going to wipe out the... Actually, she rolls more than that. No, 4. Yeah, she would have rolled more than that, but she did it. And the Spanish have captured this Portuguese fort of Braganza. Okay, at some loss. That's 1 out of the 4 I have. So 3 ops left. We're going to move 1, 2. All right. 1 op left, and I'm going to assault Centello. So the defenders are rolling 2 dice. That's going to be 1 hit on the Spanish. The Spanish are attacking with 3 dice. Needing just 1 hit, which they get. Finally secure this location. But they don't have enough. We're out of ops now. Don't have enough to move into this final space, which would give them control of the Canary Islands. All right, the French, with just 1 card left, they can't pass because it's their home card, the Rise of France. And I think they really need to help. I know, okay, so what's been happening is the Portuguese and the French did not renew their alliance this turn. The Portuguese and the French have been allied for 3 turns, but because the Portuguese have been racing ahead and are very close to victory, the French decided not to renew the alliance. Not that they've been doing anything as allies, but they've both been attacking Spain, and the French said, well, it's kind of time that the Spanish kind of pushed against the Portuguese to try and pin back their VP. Why do I say that? Okay. Add a cavalry and either 2 regular or 2 militias to spaces with my leaders. What I'm thinking is, okay, do I move Albret in the north here, take some pressure off the Portuguese, who would probably desperately need it in the north? Or do I just spend 5 ops to wage this foreign war? Tough decisions. I could do a combination. So I'm going to spend 5 ops. I'm going to build a militia. That's 1, giving me 4 left. I'm going to wage this foreign war. I have got, defenders have 5 dice. Oh, devastating. 3 hits against the French. They're going to lose those 3 forces, but they attack with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're going to need some hits. Oh, that is nothing. Charles, what is he doing? All right, that fails. The foreign war continues. Oh boy. No losses to the Britons. I don't know what else to do at this stage. More militia, I guess. So they've got 3 ops left. They'll just replace those losses with some militia. Should have maybe built them first, got some more dice in the combat, but too late now. Okay, that's the French done. They have no card saved. The Muslims have 1 card saved. They're going to pass. The Portuguese still have 2 cards left. They are going to hold on to that, I think, because they have an admin rating, and they have to play this. They have to play Manuel the First, King of Portugal. Jarl the Second dies. Manuel takes over. He's a slightly less effective leader. There he is. So, say a lower charisma, not as good a military leader. Yeah. And the Spanish. The Spanish can save 2 cards. They might save that event just to give them some security. Are there any nice events that the Spanish want to dig out of the event pile? All right, so the Spanish could take the spice trade. They're allied with Venice, so they could then get a victory point. So that'd be a victory point for the Spanish. Rise of universities. Gain a VP and 4 CP of actions. Or a development marker. Because the Spanish... Okay, so I'm going to play Tanto. This is what I'm going to do. If Isabella is alive, retrieve a card from the discard pile, playing playing or holding it. I'm going to play it for the second option. Place a university's development marker in my university box. So I'm investing because... Where is this university's development marker? Rise of universities. Rise of universities. The Spanish universities are rising. And so no victory points right now, but they get to take 3 CP worth of actions. Okay? Because they can, if this comes out again, they can redraw it. So the 3 CP of actions, I did have something in mind. Oh, yes, down here, 3. I can move 4 units into here and start a battle. The final space of the Canary Islands, 3 CP of actions. This is the first one, I'll have 2 left. The defenders roll 2 dice. They score 2 hits on the Spanish. All right, the Spanish are attacking with 4 dice, just needing 1 hit, and they get nothing. Okay, that's frustrating. They will try again with their second CP. So they're forced back. For a second CP, they'll move in again. Defender rolls 2 dice. 2 hits on the Spanish. The Spanish roll 4 dice, just needing 1 hit. Unbelievable. Come on, it's the last space. I just need to win this battle. Okay, let's try again. Let's move in. The defender rolls 2 dice. That's going to wipe out the Spanish force. But before they get wiped out, the Spanish roll 2 dice in attack. Unbelievable. The Spanish rolls have been horrific. I cannot believe that. They've just burned 6. This one defender. 1 for the unit, 1 for defender, has just destroyed the entire Spanish force in the Canary Islands. The French pass, the Muslims pass, the Portuguese pass. The last Spanish action is Siege of an Empire, 5 units. They are going to build 3 in their port here and 2 others in home spaces. They will build them, I think, in this location here. And folks, more than 1 regular, blah, blah, blah. 3 units can be placed in the Canaries. Yep, that's it. Folks, that's pretty much the end of turn 4. Kind of frustrating things happening. The French are fighting a foreign war, so they're going to lose 1 card. Actually, yeah, look, a lot of things, a lot of frustrations for players. All right, folks, I'll wrap it up here and continue soon. Thanks for watching. Take care.